So, part three, I guess, technically, wanted to do a comparison of the articulation between the Revoltech Spider-Man 2.0 by AY and the Marvel Legends 2099 Spider-Man white suit on the Marvel Legends body. So, let's begin. For the head, Spider-Man can look all the way up, but with the neck joint goes that far back. And then here is the Marvel Legends, and then down, and then again with the help of the neck joint. That's how much down they get. Tilt is that much. Um, and the 2099 body cannot really tilt that much for reasons unknown to me, but that's as much as you can get. Arms for Spider-Man go all the way up, no problem, because of the exposed Revo joint, whereas the Marvel Legends only gets that far. I also would like to mention that the joints on my Marvel Legends are really loose now. I don't know if that's because of the wear and tear over time, but yeah, not great. I hope this doesn't happen to my Revoltech, although I've heard it could be an issue. Um, the Revoltech joint goes all the way, as you can see here, whereas the Marvel Legends, yeah, really only gets that far back. And then, when it comes to the wrist, the Amazing Yamaguchi can go all the way around, and so can the Marvel Legends. The Marvel Legends has side to side, technically, there, you can see. But this guy doesn't, he has more of like an up and down situation going on there. And then um, going into the chest area, uh, AY can do this thing where it goes all the way out like that. But for this guy, the butterfly joints are more there into the shoulders. And then this is how it looks in the back. Oh. I also would like to mention that this causes the emblem on the AY Revoltech to kind of be covered a little bit, but that's fine. And then this one, nothing really goes on in here, but it kind of looks a little unnatural. And then if we're gonna go into the torso, three parts, it can go this far back. And for the Marvel Legends, the T joint can go that far back. Sorry, just to hold them, otherwise they're gonna fall. And then for the crunching forward motion, that's how far you're gonna get. And then the Revoltech AY can do more of a, like, really just curling up into a ball into himself, thanks to the three parts, I think, of his chest. And then here with the Revoltech, you can kind of go 360, but I wouldn't push it because it kind of runs into the sculpt a little. Whereas because the Marvel Legends is really just more of like a solid just block, it can go 360, but like it looks very weird when you push it even more. And then for the legs of the AY, um he can go up this much, but that much, see? And but then you have to turn it a little bit to get that far up. And then the Marvel Legends only gets up to about 90, as you can see. And then that far back, but again, kind of weird. And then because this runs into the sculpt, you really don't get much when it comes to the Marvel Legends. Now for the kickback action, this is the max you'll get from AY. And then this is the max you'll get from Marvel Legends. So roughly the same, except that with the Revoltech, it's really more into itself because of the gap that they made here. But this is a whole thigh for the Marvel Legends. And then, of course, you have the slightly exposed knee joint of the Revoltech. But when compared to the kind of blocky knee joint of the Marvel Legends, it doesn't stick out at all. For there's really not a lot of thigh swivel. I mean calf swivel, sorry, here for the AY. But the Marvel Legends does have a calf swivel, which can go all the way, but again looks kind of weird, right? And then as you may have seen earlier with the toes, they go that far down. So there's this guy, but with the added toe articulation, he can really collapse if you want him to for the Revoltech. And then it doesn't really go up that much, but with the toe articulation, as you can see, it kind of exaggerates it a little bit. But the Marvel Legends, it's just one piece, the feet, so that's pretty much it. So anyway, that's basically what you're getting with both of these lines. If I were to be honest with you, I think they're both okay, but because of how sometimes weird and unnatural the Marvel Legends body looks, I would prefer the articulation of the Revoltech. And even though the Revoltech is kind of stylized, um, I would say that I just love the look, the feel, the everything of this AY Revoltech Spider-Man 2.0. So let's do a more classic pose. So I would make them both like crouch. Hopefully I can get this done very quickly. Um, and I'd like to note with the Revoltech, I think it's important to mention that this doesn't feel particularly fragile. Of course, if you're gonna play with it the way a child would, then you would kind of problems because it's already stated that this is an adult collectible, so definitely not meant to be played with the way children would. Let's see, let's have him like thinking. Okay, crossing his arms a little, kind of just in a thinking pose. There, I think that's. And then let's try and put the Marvel Legends Spidey into the same stance. I would like to mention also that this is the only Marvel Legends Spidey I have. So I can't really do a 1:1 comparison on the same kinds of Spideys. So I'm very sorry if you wanted a one-on-one. I can't. This is the best I can do for you guys. Um, thinking pose, thinking. See, as you can see, because of the sculpt and engineering that Revoltech put into these two, that Revoltech put into the Spider-Man, it seems more natural to have him in random poses despite the slight gapping. But for the Marvel Legends body, because of how blocky it is in some areas, like you kind of can't really achieve the same kind of natural look and feel to it. And of course, the one on the right, the Marvel Legends, it seems to be more toyetic or toy like than the AY Revoltech, which is something that I'd like to point out. I think that's a difference when you have an adult collectible and like a Marvel Legends line that's trying to meet both. Thanks for watching.